So, my name is Thomas Freudenmann. I'm a CEO of EDI, and EDI it's Engineering Data Intelligence. So the name is program. We are semantically linking the data and providing AI solutions for support the decisions or automate processes. And we are working with EDI in different circular economy industries. And since 1.5 years, we have a topic also for battery recycling. It's a founded project from the German government. It's called DiliRec. There are also battery producer involved. It's EAS battery from Nordhausen aus Germany, but also recycling companies. Remondis battery life cycle. The daughter of Remondis, it's battery life cycle BLC and also partners from Fraunhofer and so on. So what I want to say is how can AI support the whole process? Also, we hear a lot about quality issues and scale up the things. And here just a few words to the project idea. So we talk also a lot about production, for sure. It's important, but also from the EU government, we get also the regulations that we have to recycling the batteries. And also here we have to see that the vision and the reality, it's not the same. Yeah? So if you really talk about recycling on a horizontal level, that means that at the end you can produce again new batteries. I will say there are also a lot of processes really, yeah, we have to establish these processes, and here we also have to use different kind of solutions. And one other thing is, I think all of you know about the battery pass, about the digital product pass, which it's called in general. I think that's a really important thing that we get such much information as possible. But also, what I can say is for different steps in the life cycle. That could be for usage. It could be in the work. Yeah, if you go to the workshop and you want to repair the car or you want to recycle it or reuse the material, so you need different kind of information. So that is what I want to say. There is no one battery pass with all information. So that is a dream maybe, but it will not happen. But also what I can say, it's battery pass could be a good starting point, and that is exactly what also EDI is doing in this DiliRec project. This is a few of our digital twin which we establish for especially for this recycling process. And from EDI perspective, we always provide this kind of AI-based hybrid models. That means we include also the expert knowledge, which it's also here in Germany already available. So many institutes, Fraunhofer, EKTS, which is also involved in this project, makes a lot of nice research work on these battery topics. So this is always a combination of algorithm and of the knowledge. And a starting point, it's always, I mentioned you have the battery pass there, you have some information, but in a specific process, for example, on this LFP recycling process, you need additional information about the battery. You need about the jelly roll some informations. You need about the detailed chemistry information. There you can use also camera techniques, you can use other sensors, and we are doing sensor fusions so that you get a holistic view on these things. And then during the process steps, we could provide as well different, I will say, specific informations which you also can transfer to different players. So we already hear as well that not everything has to be in one factory. You can also transfer the informations. So this is the idea also about this product pass, that the informations can be easy shared. And at the end, what we are also providing here, it's a kind of self-learning approach. That means also with AIS batteries, we really want to reuse the material which we have in the battery for new production, and also that's our target parameter. It's that we reach the defined quality for the new batteries with the recycled material. So
Okay.
that's is really rough explained what we are doing. For example, Omron is also involved in this project where we have these digital twin solutions, where we have image recognition for the cells, where we get out this information. That was my pitch. So
Okay, Tom.
if you're interested, we also have a deep dive in a few weeks where we go a little bit more in detail how we are using the AI solutions and so on.
All right. Thank you very much. Is there a question from the audience up front? So you just mentioned it on your last slide. You already are working together with is Omron your customer or partner in this?
Omron is a partner for automation, also
Hmm.
for this recycling process.
Hmm. So are there already customers or partners in the recycling space that you can name, which allow you to a little bit more practically explain how you integrate your solution in their daily operations?
Yeah, as I mentioned, the daughter of Remondis is also involved,
Hmm.
BLC, and they have this kind of recycling line, but especially for LSP, it's the aim of this project to also to go until the jelly roll, so that we disassemble the jelly roll, that we separate the material really also in a manual way, so that we have different approaches to get out the active material. So it's with chemical processes and hydro. So it's a mechanical way also to do it. So we challenge also these different ways, and for different battery types and chemistries, different solutions are helpful, and that's exactly what we want to decide if we get this battery on the table.
So what you're talking about is the sorting process before the pyro or hydrometallurgical recycling process, correct? Where you especially act on.
Exactly, and as well to understand what happens in these recycling steps. So what kind of quality we get out, and so for example, also you can see already that the size of the parts are different, and how much energy you have to bring into the system that you get it in the right dimensions and so on. So that's
Okay.
also to understand really how to reuse the LFP. LFP, it's a material, so also it's a little bit driven also from the EU regulations that you really, if you run these gigafactories, in the beginning, you have a lot of waste cells. That's a nightmare for process automations. But if you then have also a good way to reuse this output from the battery from the gigafactories, then it's also a possibility to yeah, fulfill these EU regulations. So that's also the idea. So not really the
Yeah.
used batteries which are coming back in 10, 20 years. It's also about the it's hard to say, but it's also about the totally new batteries which not fulfill the quality issues in the production.
Okay. So